I'm sharing one of those soft drinks with Dave and Dave. Welcome to the engine room.
Hello.
I don't really want to share.
I'm actually sharing it with me. A clever campaign.
Other soft drinks are available.
I didn't say it was Coca-Cola.
Name one that's available.
7-Up,
It's made
Also
by Coke.
made by Coke.
Club Orange.
Okay.
Oh,
Fair enough.
CNC, isn't it?
Yeah, no, he spread the brand around. So
Yeah,
that's all that matters.
Red
That's all that
Bull.
matters.
Mm-hmm.
I have an addiction to 2 drinks at the moment.
Go on, Diet Coke.
No,
But you're only fooling
the
yourself.
blue Red Bull, the blueberry flavoured Red Bull.
Yeah. I like the
And-
lime one.
I'm not as mad on the lime one. And a triple caramel frappuccino from Starbucks.
You've always been
Which-
obsessed with that.
I know. No. It used to be a caramel macchiato.
Oh, yeah.
Now, given our fantastic weather in recent few weeks, triple caramel frappuccino.
Mm.
I have been reliably informed it has about 6.7 million calories, and no doubt I'll be diabetic come August.
I know less about coffee than I do about motorbikes.
Really?
So what is a frappuccino?
It's
a
an iced
cold
coffee.
coffee.
Ugh, jeez.
Oh, I love a mocha
Which
frappuccino.
I have
make it
to
at
say,
home.
right, I avoided them for years because I just thought it would be manky.
No.
They're actually delicious.
They're lovely. I get a mocha frappuccino, and I can tell you how I make it at home as well. Okay, I make a double espresso. Okay, and I get my Jamie Oliver blender. I fill that half with ice.
Other blenders are available.
Yeah. No, that was a promo thing. I got it for free. Thanks, Jamie.
It wasn't to do with the podcast.
Yeah, it was. I got it only
No,
this week.
No,
It's
you're not
mentioned on the
sponsored by Jamie
podcast.
Oliver. There's no way
only
you're
messing.
sponsored by Jamie
So I
Oliver.
fill half of the, but I'm just trying to give it anyway. So half of it with ice. Pour in the whatchamacallit, the
Coffee,
2
espresso.
espressos,
Yeah,
and then you then put in a shed load of milk,
yeah.
and then about 2 huge scoops of Nesquik chocolate.
Really?
Oh yeah, you put that in, then you go.
Other brands of chocolate are available. Cola Cow.
Yeah, but it has to be a
Galaxy.
cold chocolate mix.
Cola
Not
Cow.
a hot- Alright, okay, I didn't know that. Never heard of it.
Just saying, other brands are available.
What? There's different ones for like hot chocolate and.
Well,
Yeah,
hot chocolate, funnily enough, it
It's
tends
hot.
to be hot.
No, I mean like.
Yeah,
they're
but
not
the
the
chocolate
same.
powder.
The
No.
powder is different.
No,
Yeah,
better
it
is.
is.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, so you just blend it till it all goes tiny, and then you pour it into your glass. And how is it about you?
I suppose my comment about knowing less about coffee than bikes was not to encourage a discussion about coffee on a motoring podcast, but was just merely to illustrate
Well, coffee's really good if you want to
Coffee
stay alert.
is an integral part of motoring.
how
Yeah.
I'm a motorist and I don't drink coffee. So explain that to me.
Just,
No. You just drive a car.
Yeah.
You're not a motorist.
Why?
He drives a Jeep.
It's
not a
don't
Jeep!
drive a Jeep. I do, however, go to Spain and drive on one of the most fantastic roads that has ever been created by
How
man.
That's like
Fantastic,
Donegal.
Let me tell you, between a place called Alorin el Grande
Oh yeah,
and Fuengirola,
that's up north, isn't it?
no, both south.
Whatever.
But between those two places, they
Between where?
Alorin el Grande
Yeah.
and Fuengirola.
Fungarola and
No.
Alagooniga.
What they have done is they
Sounds
have
kind of sexy when he says it in a Spanish.
they have cut a road through a mountain because in order
Because
My
they
God.
can.
yes,
They're ahead of their
Because
own
they
time.
can.
because to get there previously you had to drive all around the houses, but this one just goes, do you know what, there's a mountain over there, but let's just go up along it and through it and whatever. So they've cut this road, which is up on the engineroomshow.com. Please go and have a look at the pictures. It sweeps and twists and turns like one of those roads you see when car manufacturers want to show you a beautiful road and they
Yeah.
take a helicopter shot from above. Because there are points in it when you're down at the bottom of a rock, because it rises thousands of meters
I can see
up
it.
Thousands.
and down. Oh,
Thousands.
I don't know.
A lot.
A lot. Probably not thousands, that's a fair point. Hundreds of meters, I would suggest.
Okay.
From there. Either way,
Sorrento.
it goes up a lot and down a lot. There are 10% inclines up and 12 and 15% inclines down, which are pretty steep.
Yeah.
Now, obviously, to traverse this kind of road, you need something that grips and twists in the turns. There's the handling of, a supercar. But obviously, you're renting the car, so you can't rent something. You can't rent. Well, maybe you can. I don't have the money to rent a Ferrari,
Spend
La
it on
Ferrari.
Fuel for your
for
X5.
example.
Yeah.
So, you need something that will give you a sense of this road when you're, and that's why I got a Champagne Gold Seat Altea 1.8 turbo diesel XL.
Oh.
XL, extra boot space and legroom for the kids, lads. I love Seat, but this was the most underwhelming driving experience I've ever had.
I'd say it's kind of like the automotive equivalent of a vasectomy.
Well, no, I wouldn't go that far. I would suggest that it is definitely a little bit like Bovril.
Yeah.
I love Bovril.
Well, that's the thing. Some people do, and it
Yeah.
gets the job done.
I'm more.
Is it kind of a bit like just
prefer
giving up on
Marmite,
everything?
to be brutally honest.
Well,
but you know,
they're
Marmite's
not the
fine.
same. They're not interchangeable.
They're a yeast goo that you can either make
Well,
a drink
no,
or
because I've
spread
never
on
seen
toast.
anyone spread Bovril on toast. Ever.
Well, then I've never
Did
had
you
it.
at any point spread Bovril on your Seat car?
No. I did. I hope the people, the
We
wonderful
spoke about
people
this.
at Malaga,
Favorite cars.
at Malaga Car. Oh, I hope the wonderful people at MalagaCar.com aren't listening. I did drive it into a wall
What,
but
your
at-
Bovril car.
at really, really slow speed. What happened was I'd pulled into a car park space in Mercadona, which is a local supermarket.
Where?
Mercadona.
It's a little song they play over the PA when you're in it. So
Hello, welcome. You are the 150,000 customer today. Mercadona. Hey!
I pulled in, but I was at an angle. But everyone was at an angle. But I was like,
Hey!
I'm not going to be like these Spaniards who take up two spaces.
Yes.
I'm going to reverse out and straighten up. So I reversed out, and then there was someone coming, so I had to hurry back. So I hurried back in a little bit too hurriedly and went
Oh,
and put the number plate into the wall.
Did you take out extra insurance?
No, it's fine.
you never take out the extra insurance.
Also,
Takes out all the risk and all the fun.
totally. Although what they do,
What did they do?
What
they
do
do,
Dave?
they double your rate when if you don't take out insurance. So in other words, say if it's like 100 quid to rent the car,
Yeah.
they go, okay, we're taking 200 quid off your card. When you bring the car back, we put the 100 quid back in your card,
Ah.
which is very clever. So trust me, for 2 weeks in Spain in July, it wasn't 100
That's
quid.
them banking that money as well to know grow funds in their pot.
Oh, listen,
Do you know?
it's all about that.
It's all a conspiracy. Put your where's your tinfoil hat gone?
Hey,
So
that's what they
so,
do. It's like when you buy. Doesn't matter.
So, if you go to theendroomshow.com, you can see this Andalusian driving heaven. And
Can we
trust
see
me,
your champagne car?
No, I didn't take a picture of
You
that.
know?
Really?
Oh.
Say it, I'll tell you XL. I mean,
What
it's,
was the boot like?
the boot was enormous. It
Really?
swallowed on the way back to the airport.
4 dead hitchhikers.
No, they had been previously dumped. It swallowed the giant suitcase we have, which is one of those giant suitcases.
And that's just for your shorts and
True.
stuff.
I would expect a giant suitcase to be a
The
giant suitcase.
the large hard suitcase.
Ooh.
You know, the hard ones.
Yeah,
Yeah.
gold.
No, God, no, no.
flight
blue,
case.
Pink?
blue.
Oh,
like
blue.
a fly case, yeah. In there, we put all the things that we don't want to burst or break, or whatever.
Like the children.
Of course, one of them, one of them bursted. On
Oh,
the way
no!
home.
Oh,
Yeah.
of course.
Not the children.
Of course.
Oh, right, okay.
A hand soap.
Oh dear.
You
and
brought
then
hand soap with you.
back. My wife brought some back
Why?
because she loves this particular hand soap. You can only get it in Spain.
Ah.
Internet.
No,
No?
Really?
trust me, I've tried because it saves me having it burst all over my liquid.
And I do
Or
trust you.
luggage. Yeah, thanks. And it swallowed the buggy. So like the giant suitcase, the big hard suitcase, and the buggy in the boot, and did not have to move the parcel shelf.
Now, just for size reference, what sort of buggy are you talking? Are you talking a holiday kind of McLaren buggy? Are you talking
No,
a
sir.
Maxi-Cosi? or-
No. I don't roll with any of those buggies. I roll with the brand new, same as Beyonce and Jay-Z for Blue Ivy, the Orbit baby.
Ah,
The what?
Let me tell you guys about the. You're gonna love this
Oh
one.
no.
Seriously, you are.
Oh.
Of all of the chats we could
Brad
have,
Michelle is getting blued.
of all of the chats we could have about babies,
Yeah.
this is the one that will interest you.
Oh, really?
2 designers in Silicon Valley had children in their early 30s, as people do. Then they went, "Oh, all of these strollers, or whatever they call them there,
Buggies.
are sucky. So none of them meet the requirements we want." So they went into development mode, and they made themselves a new buggy stroller, call it what you will. It's made of titanium, and
Other metals off of space
No,
are
it's-
available.
it's made of
Where was that mined exactly? What planet
it's
is that
made of
mined on?
titanium
Cooper?
and aluminium.
Right.
Right. It can fold up and fit inside the boot of a Fiat 500 and a Mini. However, when you fold it out, it is giant. Honestly, the design of this thing is incredible. It has a factor 50 hood, which is obviously very helpful for protecting the children in the hot
Oh,
weather.
that's quite, that is clever.
Will it fit in a Ryanair luggage compartment?
No,
That's rubbish.
not many bugs will.
I reckon I'm going to invent one.
Unless you had a really, really, really small child.
I'll tell you what you could fit. You could fit a Hello Kitty child's buggy. Sure, this would happen.
We're talking a lot
She's
about buggies.
a baby born one.
Right. Okay. But anyway, okay.
Yeah,
So
it's
the
a
whole
hand-me-down
point of this
as well.
conversation is
It's a cool buggy.
it was great to drive this road.
Yes.
The other thing that was great
What
was
road?
that I went to Porta Banús, which is poncy and posh, and I
Yeah.
hated everything it stands for.
It's
However,
But there's a
Ah.
book coming, isn't there?
there's a massive butt coming.
Oh, I know what it is. Right parked up beside all of the actual yachts are
Supercars.
amazing.
Okay, so what I saw when I took a stroll down
Scoop.
was the following. Rolls Royce, what's that? Drophead coupe, is that what's called?
Yeah, Phantom Dropout.
Rolls Royce Phantom Drophead with the teak.
Yeah.
On the, it looks like it looks
It's
like a
decking.
boat.
boat,
It's
yeah.
like boat
Yeah,
decking.
boat deck. That with the roof down.
Interesting fact, when that car goes in for service, they do actually have to re-oil that wood.
See, just like a deck.
Part of the service package.
An AC
Oh.
Cobra
Yeah.
with a sign on it, por favor no tocar, please don't touch, because the roof is also down.
Probably a
um,
replica though.
Interestingly, I wasn't sure.
Very few.
Yeah, I understand very few of them
real
exist. It really looked authentic. It
Well,
could
like,
easily
if
have
you're
been a really good
parking
replica.
beside a 250 million euro yacht, you're not going to buy a replica car,
Yeah,
which is a
you'd
Ford
be
Fiesta
amazed.
underneath, is it?
Anyway,
Then
on.
obviously lots of Bentley Continental GTs, lots
Boring.
of Ferraris and all the
Boring.
rest. But the best thing I saw, not only the best thing I saw in Porto Banús, the best thing I saw in the last 12 months with
Please
my
tell
eyes.
me it was a vintage muscle car.
No,
Oh,
Cooper, you know me.
I know, it was a Lamborghini,
No,
wasn't
it
it?
wasn't. Listen to this.
Oh,
It was a Porsche Cayenne.
oh yeah.
However,
oh,
I
what
think I
the
might have been in
guy
that.
had done,
he probably put some absolute abomination.
Oh,
of a
I know
body
what he's
kit on
done.
it.
He made a matte black.
no, almost. It was matte charcoal grey,
Ooh,
right? Gunmetal grey
yeah.
with
Like a matte black that had been left out in the sun.
no. This was one of those cars. I can't remember the name. I meant to take a picture, but I can't remember the name of it. But it was like a Musselhaus GT550 was actually the name of the. Like it was a
Okay.
totally like
Yeah.
an Onyx
Yeah.
Yeah.
or a Can Range
Yeah.
Rover or something. It wasn't like it was a total tune job. It was gunmetal grey on the outside. It had red calipers, little red detailing on it, and the inside was completely red. Like
Wow.
red leather.
Ugh.
No, trust me on this one. It was heavenly.
No.
No, hang
Absolutely
on a second.
heavenly.
You can't, like, he's just...
You just go no.
it does sound
Yeah,
tacky.
no.
That
I
sounds-
understand.
yeah.
It's just
Sounds like a strip club.
it's not far away from strip club.
You know what it's like inside? Is it
So-
as magical as they say?
The only thing that impressed me more,
Poor cost is just as much.
the only thing that impressed me more than this, was parked about 2 berths down. It's a giant yacht. I think it was called something like
Cooper's.
Ya or something. Anyway, my wife went, "Oh, I know that name. I've seen it on thing. Google who it is." It was the king of Saudi Arabia's yacht. You
know.
can imagine how wealthy that
Imagine
guy
how much
is.
that cost.
Like I can't
Yeah.
imagine how much.
It's an impressive looking area, that port. Like, I remember I was there not last summer, the summer before, and there's a nightclub. It's a rooftop nightclub called Pangea, and I was DJing. And literally, when you look behind you, you just see all the yachts and all the parties going on and all the yachts. It's amazing.
It is amazing. It is so poncy and terrible
Yeah.
that I really. It made me realize something really important. I'd never want to own a supercar.
Ever.
At least,
Or just whilst
I-
living in.
yeah, I'd never want to own a supercar and the trappings that go, like having, to be part of that set or whatever.
You don't have to.
No, I know, but it's so difficult to have a car that's worth hundreds of thousands of whatever currency, and then not be, even if you're not part of it, viewed as part of
Yeah.
that. So there are cars I think you can have the same amount of fun in and the same amount of joy to own, but that don't look that
Like
way
an
or
Tosca.
yeah, exactly. Like, so it was a pretty stark realization. And then the other one was, finally on this, I parked in an underground car park in Porto Banús,
Well done.
and I glanced at the sign, and it said, because I was going, God, I wonder how much this is. And I glanced at it, and it said, like, por 15 for 15 minutes, 15 cents, and I was like, that's pretty cheap. Whatever. It was in Spain. Spain's cheap for stuff. So I parked down.
Portmanteau ain't cheap.
Well, that's the thing. I was kind of still walking around going, it seemed a bit ridiculous. It seemed like Mercadona's car park is about the same. Like, it's a bit ridiculous. Then I came back up and I went to pay for it, and we had been in Portmanteau for 52 minutes, so less than an hour. Want to hazard a guess at how much it cost me to park?
It was €15 an hour.
No.
Every 15 minutes? A
No.
minute?
Yes.
€15 a minute?
No, it was 15 cents a minute for the first 15 minutes. Then it was €1.50 a minute for the second 15 minutes. Then it was €2 a minute for the third, whatever. It ended up costing me 40 something euro to park
Nice.
for 52 minutes.
You know, it would have been cheaper to just leave it out in the street and get clamped.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's,
Clampado.
that's impressive. That's
Yeah.
impressive for an hour.
It was really
But
annoying.
I was
Like
in
parking
Monaco
in the
last year,
red
and
zone
to
in
park
Dublin.
for the day in the hotel that I was staying in
Uh-huh.
was €85.
What?
It's like, sorry, my room cost €880 per night.
By the way, we should point out that
Right.
Stephen Cooper is not the most eligible bachelor. Or Stephen Cooper, Dave Humphries, I beg your pardon. He's not the most eligible bachelor in Ireland. Someone else was paying for this.
Right? And even though you're paying that, they still charge you €85.
But if you could afford
So you leave it there
880
for
quid
the
a
day.
night, you're going 85
But
quid.
it was like, yeah,
But that's impressive.
when the
40,
Ritz-Carlton...
40 quid for an hour.
That's
That's
bananas.
good. No recession there, what?
I'm not sure when the Ritz-Carlton first opened, the penthouse to stay in it was $5,000. Doesn't include breakfast. Isn't that ridiculous?
And not only that, I was recently in Bratislava in the Kapinski.
Oh, he sent me a
Where?
pic. This was the one with the toilet.
No. Where the luxury breakfast that you could order to your room was €176.
I've had a $90 breakfast. We ordered the works on our honeymoon the first night.
There was a thing. I saw the menu. He sent me a picture of the menu. For €176,
I'll put-
you were getting a croissant and orange juice.
Oh, that's it!
It was,
Yeah,
it was
it was just a breakfast.
We got a tray of
Wheat-
fruit that would feed the
Weetabix.
third world.
No.
Weetabix. Yes,
Yeah.
€167.76 later.
Cooper's questions.
Let's do it.
Okay. I touched. Actually, no. I'll do this.
No,
one
what's
first.
her name and why is she suing you?
The fantastic weather that we've been having. You
Yeah.
missed it.
By the way, I know you're all lying.
No, really,
No.
honestly.
It was
honestly.
hotter here than it was in
Look.
Ibiza.
I
No.
have farmer's tan.
No,
Look
you're
at that. Look at the way there's no freckle on my shoulder, but when you go down 4 inches, it's a freckle city.
Go on.
Freckle city.
Fracalcity.
Freckle city. What does it mean?
Say it in Spanish.
Fragilidad.
Say it in French.
La vie de freckle.
Now do it in Russian, you sexy bastard.
Gorod Frekelskova.
That's just violence.
I prefer the Spanish one.
Yeah.
By the way, pejas are Spanish for freckles.
Pecas.
Pejas.
Well, give us the proper one then.
What? Freckle City?
Freckle
It's not
City,
a real
yeah.
word.
Yeah, of course it's a real word. We
Okay.
just did it, yeah?
La ciudad de Pejas.
Hey! Cooper, questions. Let's go.
Okay, in this amazing weather,
It's it.
the
Two-pronged
amount of
question.
people, like, it's a safety thing as well. It's like wearing flip-flops, shorts, and a vest t-shirt on a
On a
motorbike.
motorbike. Okay.
You nutcases.
Well,
what's
it's
dangerous about
generally done by people that have no knowledge of what a skin graft is like.
Yeah.
that? Why? Okay, no. So falling off. Is that
Yes.
what you're?
Well, not just that. Like, even if you don't have motorbike boots on or proper shoes on, have you ever tried to change a gear in your bare
It's
foot?
very-
No, don't know.
It's very
what's
sore.
involved.
It's very
Like
difficult.
if you think of a pressurized bracket, okay, with spikes on it, and you have to lift that up with your tiny little delicate toes.
You have to lift it up with
You
your
have to for
toes.
your gears.
You change gear with your
Changing
foot
your
on a
gears.
motorcycle.
Okay, I have no problem with that. But what about like? Why do you have to lift it? So you put your
You
somebody
change-
sits on top of your toes.
Oh god.
Okay, to go,
This could take a while.
you have to change gears with your foot, so you have to use it up and down.
So
So, you
my-
have to lift it up with your toes and then push it down with the other side of your toes.
So it's like a
It's
a
like
C.
it's a sequential gear stick.
No.
No. It's one, right? But it's sequential. So just think of your gear stick is like that size of your finger, right?
Yeah.
And when you click it up, it changes up a gear, and when you click it down, it changes down a gear.
So you have to flip your toe around it if you want to change
Yes.
it up. Motorbikes are mental.
Anyway.
Anyway, so
So it's dangerous in flip flops.
yeah, not just that, but like not having the protective gear on if you do have an accident or anything like that. And also, like, Jesus, Have you ever had you've been shot by paintballs, haven't you? You broke a leg paintballing once.
Oh,
Yeah.
don't start that again.
But like a paintball is quite sore.
Uh-huh.
Imagine a fly coming at you at 120 kilometers an hour. It's like a paintball, but if you've no protection on you, it's just going to be like you're right in the.
But is that not the whole like, get your motor running, let's get out of my t-shirt and go? Like I've seen movies. Woody Harrelson did it. He's cool.
Yeah.
So what's going on with that?
Yeah.
Cross the freeways,
Yeah,
the
it's
desert,
cool
and
until
all.
they fall off.
Yeah, it's cool to follow. So if
Here.
you're on a motorbike, a little bit of cop on, yeah.
My dad lived in Texas, went to university in Texas, right? And
Can't take anything.
he was on a
Please tell me
motorbike.
he used to wear a 10-gallon hat, like
Yes, he did.
amazing.
Also, in his yearbook picture for the university, there's a picture of like not the whole school, but like
Him and Woody Harrelson's
hundreds
dad.
of people on the back 2 pages spread out, whatever. And he's the only person wearing a tie in 1964.
Wow.
Anyway, he was on a motorbike in Texas,
Oh.
and he fell off a motorbike in Texas, and to this day has a kind of a Bernie Markey, scrapey, skin grafty thing on his arm.
See? Not cool.
He was wearing a short sleeve shirt because it's like 100
Chicks
degrees.
take scars, but not that much.
Like I came in the bike today, it's like 25 degrees, even though it's cloudy, but it's bloody hot. And like even though the gear is vented, it's quite light, but it's still Kevlar, and it's like it'll save your.
Oh,
skin from-
I mean, I can attest to the fact that Cooper stinks.
Yeah.
So like that.
I do, and I put as much.
It's not like
BO
his normal stink though. It's
It's
Oh,
musky,
it's-
isn't it?
yeah,
it's
it's
manly.
Oh.
Manly.
Manly.
Anyway, also driving with flip flops in a car is illegal in Cyprus.
Okay.
Yeah, really?
Wow. Are
Yeah,
you a
really.
lawyer?
Random
in
factoid.
Cyprus?
Huh?
Random factoid.
No, but should it be law?
Well, here's the thing.
Because you can't get your flip flop caught underneath your bits.
I'll tell you. I asked this question before
Yeah.
on the social networking,
Yeah.
and a Garda representative, officially,
Yeah.
came back to me and said that
Do the accent.
it was on Twitter, so there wasn't one.
Oh, okay.
There has to be.
Even on Twitter, there's no.
Yeah.
Okay.
It doesn't matter where they're from. They spend like enough time in Tullamore to get the accent. When you're driving a vehicle.
Templemore.
Whatever. Where did I say?
Tullamore.
Begins with T, ends with a more.
Anyway, the point was that specifically
Yeah.
the choice of footwear does not make it illegal. However, having an accident, if your footwear is involved, you can be charged with reckless driving or whatever the terminology would be, like driving with undue care or attention, because you wore dangerous
Clown
footwear.
shoes.
I then asked, what about bare feet? Because I often drive in my bare feet
Yeah.
or my stockinged feet.
Yeah.
He said, no, that's fine.
Yeah, I drive my bare feet, like, because like, if I got my flip flops on, I'll throw them off onto the passenger seat.
I can't really picture you in flip flops, to be honest.
Really?
Yeah,
I would've worn
big,
them
big
tonight.
gammon feet.
Huge! Oh,
Yeah.
Hobbit like.
What size are you?
I'm at 13, 14.
13, yeah. I'm at 11. Humphreys?
I'm a 9.
9.
No.
9.
Anyway, so
Very
yeah,
average. If any shoe manufacturers would like to send me the nice trainers.
Actually, do you even like my new trainers? They're not quite Dave Humphreys-esque, but aren't they a little bit
they're
kind
very
of...
David Beckham-esque.
Are they?
Esque.
Wow.
I love that new Sky TV
They make you
ad.
look
with
very
him. It's very
fit.
good.
Very what?
Make it very fit
I am very fit.
and athletic.
I'm hugely athletic.
You're
And
like
the
a
older
tiger,
you,
ready to
you're like
pounce.
David Beckham. You mature and you look better the older
I
you
do.
get.
The greyer I get and the tireder I get.
Yeah. Are you still tired? Even at your... Oh my
You had a nap.
What a
you
rhetorical
know
question.
that-
All you are is tired.
Coming to work today,
Yeah.
after 2 weeks on holidays with my family, was a blessing. And I've just gotten a text from my wife during the show saying, Holy Mother of Jesus, Sam has just gone now after an hour and a half of screaming, and Andrew's still getting out of bed. Oh, the fun. So coming to work is the blessing of blessings. That's
Yeah.
my holiday.
I had a busy week last week. I was away for every evening pretty much last week, and on Sunday night I was gigging all day Sunday, and then Sunday night itself was kind of like Lisa said, right, it's your turn to put the kids to bed. Sweet God Almighty!
You'd rather be at work.
It's like read us another story. No, that's it. You've had 15 stories now. But no, I want a story in my room. No, we did all the stories here, and then it's like, Dad, why don't I have my bike? Because you were bold and you tried to bite your mother and kick the door in. But I want my bike back. And we want to go to Tato Park. You're not going to Tato Park because you tried to bite your mother. When? So it's madness. Do we have enough time for another one?
Go on. One very
more.
quick one.
Now,
Quick.
Something I mentioned before, not during the show, but I said it to you, and you're like, "Oh, it's so last year," and I'm like, "Well, I know the whole kind of like the fun of watching it on YouTube was so last year. But
This Gangnam Style.
yeah,
Jeez,
What?
I was joking.
yeah.
Go on, what about
Have you
it?
ever seen it? Gangnam Style. It's going to be huge.
What? No.
Sai, up on Gangnam Style. Should insurance companies offer low insurance for a mounted camera on the car? Because is it Russia where it's law?
No, it's not law.
It's
It's
not
just
law,
that
but
they
you do
don't.
get a
They,
discount on your
they
insurance.
well,
Yeah.
also,
and
it's,
also it's
they
for-
don't. They don't
they don't
trust the law
anybody.
or anybody else for that matter. So if they have
Okay.
visual proof that the ladder came out of nowhere and crashed into the ladder, then they can go, it was the ladder's fault. You know what I mean?
Is there only ladders in Russia?
No,
No.
but it's just a
Yeah,
bit of a
Just for
stereotype.
balance.
No, I
But
tell
I-
you, there's a lot more expensive cars in Russia. than there
Do you
are
reckon
here.
they should introduce it to?
Well, no,
Here.
because I don't know.
Why not?
Because it encourages a kind of an underbelly in society and a kind of an undercurrent that is litigious and kind of always on the lookout for an opportunity. Do you know what I
we're
mean?
already there.
No, I don't want precisely. So
Yeah.
I don't want to feed
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
So I think a dash cam is worth having if you like.
If you happen to come across some hilarious stuff
For
on the
example,
road on your
a
way
cow,
home,
I've seen a video of a cow humping another cow,
I didn't see that.
and the guy ran into the.
I love the way you two share bestiality videos.
So
I don't get
I
involved.
think-
You
in
live
that
in
at
the country.
Yeah, I
you
don't
don't
see
need
it
to
all the
see
time.
this.
No, I think look, Russian dash cam fails are pretty much the funny thing on the
Yeah.
internet.
Yeah.
So like by all means, let's have them.
They're
However,
overtaking kittens on the internet.
They pretty
now
much
for
are,
popularity.
so I think that kind of stuff is great and everything, and it has a. For example, the
motorbike.
Meteor.
Oh
over,
my
over
God, yeah,
Russia.
amazing.
If the Meteor had gone over any other country, we wouldn't have had as much footage because not everybody has a dash cam.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, there are people in this country with dash cams.
Hugely, if you want
Yeah.
one, contact
There's also-
me here at the engine room, and I will put you in touch with Nikolai, who's the best damn car installer of aftermarket everything in the world.
There's also those highly militant cyclists that go around Dublin with GoPro cameras on their head, which, funnily enough, don't seem to record when they run every effing red light.
Oh no!
But as soon as you pull out in front of one of them, they're all over you.
You've actually just reminded me of something because they're trying to introduce a new law.
They
where
have
there's-
introduced
they've
a new
introduced
law.
a new law where
On
there's
spot
on-spot
fines.
fines for cyclists who break the actual law. Cycling footpaths, break
Who's
red
going
lights.
to police this?
The police.
They're not. They're too busy down in Portmarnock Beach keeping the knackers from punching the heads off each other.
Actually, apparently it's the taxi drivers who are policing.
Ladies and
taxi
gentlemen,
drivers.
that is the Engine Room Show this week. Thanks for listening. Get us on Twitter at Engine Room Show. Go facebook.com/Engine Room Show, our own website, theengineroomshow.com, and of course,
Joe.ie.
Joe.ie, and YouTube as well. Woo! We're applauding ourselves because we're so great.